Hi, welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. I thought I would do a small-ish layout share. These are the layouts that I have done in the last, I think, 2 weeks. And it's a relatively large stack, as you can see there. So I was participating in Load over at scraphappy.org, as well as a game called the Bash Bowl that comes around once or twice a year over on a Facebook community group called Bash Your Scrapbook Stash. No prizes for the Bash Bowl, just finished layouts, which is awesome. They give you basically a recipe, and each round, there are 3 rounds, 2 teams. I haven't, I don't know if my team won the 3rd round or not, but rounds 1 and 2 were tied. So today is February 28th when I'm recording this. I have one more layout to create for Load, which I have not started yet. And so that's not going to show up here. But this is what I have finished from about the 15th of February, maybe, to now. I know by the 15th of February, I had something like 39 layouts completed for the month of February. So this is definitely not all of them, because I've already put a lot of them away the first half of the month. So this is a layout that I created for Load yesterday, as well as for the Bash Bowl. I used a lot of product that has been sitting on my desk to create this layout. I had recently ordered some stickers from Cocoa Daisy, and so that's what these are. I'll show you this again. There's a video on my channel where I created these hearts for Iron Crafter February 2023, if you want to go back and look at that and see how I created the mixed media on these hearts. So this is just a simple layout. The photos were taken in 2016. This is an ongoing thing for me. I like to maintain my exercise and a healthy-ish diet if I can. So that is what this layout is. The next layout is another mixed media type background layout. I used a stencil and 4 colors of Distress Oxide inks to create the background, and then I hand stitched along each edge of the sunburst. And then I used some pink and yellow and white splatters to finish it off. And then put this photo of my granddaughter. She got really close to my camera when I was taking pictures of, I think it was a hint to stop taking photos. Next up is this layout that I did. This is a layout that the video will go live on the 1st. By the time you see my layout share video, it will already be up. This is for Christie's A Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. This is day 1 sketch. There's a video of me creating that one. Here's another layout. I pulled a random Hip Kit Club kit. This, I believe, was February 2022. Most of the papers and stuff in it. There's a few miscellaneous items like the chipboard, and these fussy cut flowers came from another Hip Kit Club, I believe the current February kit. And some ribbon that I had on my desk as well, but most of this is Hip Kit Club product. This is, again, my beautiful daughter, or granddaughter, and this is the set of photos that I was taking here when she got right up in my face. This layout is a 2-page layout. It is just a simple, there's page 1. It's just a simple Easter page, and there's page 2. I used a Hip Kit Club, which this particular kit was a mix of, I think, Simple Stories as well as Pink Fresh and a few exclusives items. This is a from the current February Hip Kit Club. Most of the product here is from that. These were on my desktop. This was a set of thickers that I pulled for another layout. This was also in my counterfeit kit for the month of February, and I wanted to get those used up. Same with these 2 items. I did a little hand stitching. That is one of the things that I like to add to my pages, and you will see that it appears a lot. This layout, it was for the bash bowl. We had specific elements that we needed to get on it. This is from round 3. We needed circles, we needed chipboard, we needed stitching, we needed glitter, we needed mixed media, and we needed ribbon. And so that's what this layout is for. This big circle has been in my counterfeit kit for at least 2 months, and I finally got it used up, and I'm pretty happy about that. These are some old chipboard from Paige Evans. Is it Take Note, I think was the name of the collection. And then the rest of the embellishments and letters and papers are from Hip Kit. This is another Hip Kit Club February 2023 layout. I shared this on their Facebook community recently. But this is all their product except the arrow and the ribbon. Everything else on here and the labels is from Hip Kit. This is a layout that I did again for the bash bowl. And many of these layouts were in the bash bowl, and sometimes I was double tapping and doing 2 things at once. But this one was created specifically for the bash bowl. We were supposed to get circles, again, stitching, ribbon, chipboard, glitter, mixed media in 2 colors. And I managed to get that all on here. This is my scrap lift from February 26th. Sunday, February 26th. So there's a video for that. This was a scrap lift from Catching 1000 Moments. We found her on Instagram and scrap lifted her. I used my February Hip Kit Club kit. All of this on here, with the exception of the labels, I believe is from Hip Kit. This is another Hip Kit Club February 2023 kit layout. My silly kitty, I think everything on here is from that kit. And I was really good about using the border strips from the papers when I cut them, because they always put printed borders. This was my Iron Crafter layout. And I had created this large mixed media heart with Nuvo drops. Again, the Iron Crafter February 2023 video is in my library, so if you wanted to watch it, you can see me create this layout. I used stitching and lots of foam dots and stuff for this one. This is another February Hip Kit Club. It's a very simple layout. So it's pictures of me and my best friend's wrist wearing matching bracelets that say, "I have been and always will be your friend, Spock." We both like Star Trek, and I thought these were a fitting quote to wear on our wrist. The middle picture is just a photo of my bracelet, a little bit of a close-up. This is my Pink Fresh Friday for February's layout. There's a video for it as well. You can see me create it. I used the Keeping It Real collection for the pattern papers, and then some bits and pieces from other collections for my ephemera and embellishments. This was a layout that I created just for fun. I believe I also managed to get points for this one for the bash bowl, and I did a cut file and some mixed media. Otherwise, it's a relatively simple layout. This one was for round 2 because one of the elements is you needed to have hexagons. This is another layout from that round as well because of the hexagons on here, and I think flowers was another element that was on here, and wood veneer and sequins I got on there, and washi tape. which this washi tape is being rather difficult. It's not wanting to stick. I have come in and put liquid glue under it in several places, several different times. This is a layout I made for, oh my goodness, for a mixed media YouTube video that I did recently. Mixed Media Mayhem, that's what it's called. And this is, you can see the video where I created this background, because yes, this used to be white cardstock. I also created these, but I didn't do that on video. Those were already created. This is a layout that I did for the bash bowl. Hexagons, the flower elements, sequins. Those were some of the elements, the washi, that were needed to get the points for this layout. So this is my daughter when she was a newborn. She is now 18 and a senior in high school. This is her again. Same kind of concept. I used, this is from my counterfeit kit for February, and this was as well a counterfeit kit, February kit. So I was just trying to get stuff used up. I've had this piece of burlap sitting on my desk. I'm really bad about making piles of stuff that I want to use on my desk and then them sitting there for months. And so this has been sitting there for a while, and I just got it onto this layout, added some nice texture. This was my Tool Time Tuesday layout for the month of February. You actually see me use a sewing machine, which doesn't happen often. So this is just a simple layout of my sister and I. I used a Paige Evans, no, this was Amy Tangerine or Dear Lizzie paper. This is a layout that I created of my son here and his battle buddy when he was deployed for the very first time in 2015. I used Cocoa Vanilla No Limits as well as some legendary pieces because I mixed the two collections together. This is another layout that looks like I'm going to have to re-glue this piece. The sticker didn't stick. That I created this month. This was a bash bowl layout. You've got metal and hexagons and flowers and stamping. Washi tape. So anyways, that I think was what we call a touchdown for that game. This is another layout that I did. This was a touchdown for the bash bowl. This cut file is a hexagon file, and if you look really close, I backed it with washi tape. And the way I did that is I released the compound path of my cut file and cut out a full to fit background on a solid background, and then I just laid my washi tape across it and then put the actual cut file on top. This is an Easter layout. This features papers from my counterfeit kit for the month. This was also probably a bash bowl layout from looking at it. I don't see any hexagons, but there are other things on it that would have given me points. This is another one of my counterfeit kit layouts. I think I brought in a few other elements in here that were not in my counterfeit kit, or maybe they were. These were pieces that, yes, these were in my kit because I didn't think I was going to ever use the succulents, but it worked for this set of photos. This was a scrap lift that we did this month. This was, I believe, from February 19th. I shrunk the design down and then hand stitched around it and just kind of went slightly rogue on my layout for that scrap lift. This is just a layout that I did. I adore these pieces of pattern paper and I wanted to get them used up, and so I've done a couple layouts with it. I think there's another one, they don't go together, underneath it. This is my granddaughter from April 2015. This is a photo of my daughter Courtney, and this was a bash bowl layout, and as you can see I used the same patterned papers in it as I did in the previous layout, just used them differently. They do not go side by side in the album, so that's fine. This was a load layout story that I did. There is no video for this one. I used some Illustrated Faith papers and ephemera and some Heidi Swap stickers and some other things in it. And this is just a layout about my daughter Courtney, who you saw in the previous layout. This is a more current set of photos. These were taken in 2021. She had a brain tumor, and if she had not been trying to get pregnant, I would have lost my daughter in 2021. That grew from the size of a pea to the size of an egg in just a couple of months' time. She's doing well now, but it was a pretty scary time. Here is another 2-page layout. This is papers from my counterfeit kit for the month of February, and actually the layout goes like this. And that's all I have to share with you for today. So I'll try to maybe do this once in a while so that you can see layouts that I don't make videos for, because I couldn't possibly make as many videos as I do layouts. I'm going to say I'm probably close to 50, maybe even 55 layouts for the month of February, and I couldn't possibly have scrapbooked that many layouts and made videos. So it's nice just to kind of show you what I have done. Thank you for stopping by my channel today. You have a great day. Bye.